I want to assure you that our missing persons investigation continues. We're not packing up, and we're not giving up.
Hey everyone. So, if you're anything like me, you have probably been wondering. They said they're not packing up and they're not giving up, but since they scaled it back, there's been no investigators, no police, no searchers, nothing out there in Lansdowne looking for these children. Lily and Jack are just gone. Now, the RCMP has not released any information saying that they're figuring that it's suspicious. They're still going on about how they were combing the land. And then today, another report came, which you're going to see in a minute, exactly as to why the search has stopped. You're going to be shocked.
When you see a large-scale search effort like we did last week for 2 missing children in Pictou County, you can see it's a major undertaking. But some involved in these searches are calling for changes to make it possible for them to keep doing their work more effectively. Kevin McLean is the president of the Colchester Ground Search and Rescue Association. Mr. McLean, why do you have funding concerns when it comes to search and rescue?
I'd say because we're not really well funded, at least not across the province. I happen to be on a team that is recognized by the municipality in which we reside. That's the Colchester area, where the municipality of Colchester County and the town of Stewiacke recognize the services we provide as essential. So our team is one of the better funded teams within the province, but that's not the case with most of the other teams. There are a total of 23 teams in the province, and funding is generally lacking throughout the province for the GSAR teams.
And so, from best you know, how underfunded do you feel they are?
Well, the provincial government provides each team $3,000 a year, which is the same value that they've been paying each team for about 20 years now. Well, we haven't seen an increase in the payment from the provincial level, and at the municipal level, it ends up being a function of what they can squeeze out of their own operating budgets. So it varies across the province with many of the their teams.
Okay, and have you asked for an increase?
Of course, we ask for an increase every year, and as far as I know, every team asks for an increase every year, both at the provincial level and at the municipal level. But oftentimes, it's not forthcoming.
Okay, and so how does a search like the one we witnessed last week, which was rather large scale, how does it get funded?
So the operating expenses of a search are covered by both the EMO and the RCMP. So the EMO, which is the provincial government layer that funds the search and rescue efforts, they cover our travel expenses to the search, and then all our operating expenses at the search are covered by the RCMP.
Okay, and so who pays for the gear? Is there gear that you still need?
Well, every search member is responsible for outfitting him or herself with their own gear. So they typically pay for their own gear, and it's accumulated over, a period of a year, couple of years, whatever, to get all the equipment that they are required to carry with them when they go out on a search.
So is any
Uh,
gear provided?
On our team, we're able to provide the outer layer, so we provide the coat, the 3-in-1 coat, the rain pants, the helmet, headlamp, those types of things. But a lot of teams, that's not even possible with their operating budgets that they have. So
Okay, some people might be surprised to learn that, and I gather fundraising then becomes a big part of your life. What kind of fundraising do the groups do? How much of a difference does that or can that make?
we typically budget in the order of $20,000 to $30,000 a year that we try to raise through fundraising, and we'll do various things like traffic control, parade marshaling, volunteer work within the community where we can be funded. We're trying to expand into offering food services at some of the various community events with the use of our food trailer that we have.
That's right. So they're saying that it's due to lack of funds. $3,000 is terrible for the amount of people that go missing all the time here in Nova Scotia. I'm in Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia. I know, I see it all the time. We have so many people. We have people falling off the cliffs. We have missing people. People have not been found. We're going through all of this. Now, I did reach out to Daniel on his social media asking if the property that they're searching for, Lily and Jack, are his property. Is it owned? Could we have permission to go out and actually do our own search? Right? There's been so many people missing, and it's nothing against the volunteers here in Nova Scotia. I understand they have a huge job to do, but the amount of people that are not found, I just think that the more of us that can get out there and actually do a thorough search, if they are believing that the kids have disappeared in the woods, then I'm just waiting now to see if Daniel will respond, and I will keep everyone updated on that. Okay. But yeah, following this, you're just going to quickly see today's update, which isn't very much that they had said that, well, you'll see.
Todd, police are still looking for 6-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan in Pictou County. RCMP decided last. Todd, police are still looking for 6-year-old. Todd, police are still looking for 6-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan in Pictou County. RCMP decided last Wednesday to scale back the search, but they insist they're still following every lead. Lily and Jack were reported missing more than a week ago and were believed to have wandered away from their home in Lansdowne Station. Since the initial search started, RCMP say they've covered over 5 square kilometers of heavily wooded rural terrain in the area. So far, they've received over 180 tips and interviewed 35 people, among them those closest to the children, including family. Police have spent days searching land and water, but didn't find any evidence of the children. In a statement, RCMP says they continue to work day and night, and like all Nova Scotians, want answers and want to know what happened to Jack and Lily. Police are urging anyone with information about the kids' whereabouts to reach out. Todd?
All right.